When a movie about a Batman villain does not have a Batman in it, I thought this was going to be an automatic failure. And it was also strongly criticized by the media that this movie will lead to chaos and anarchy in real life. And I was like, what? But this narrative propelled the movie's success. Not only this movie was the box office hit, it also won Oscars, proving everyone wrong. So of course it led to a sequel, but no one wanted that because the story of the first movie was neatly wrapped by the end of it. But being a DC studio head, who hasn't seen these type of numbers go up with the limited fuel like 70 million to reach the star of billion in a decade, it will surely make you a little greedy. I like the first Joker movie, and it was cathartic to see Arthur embrace his Joker persona after all the things he has been through.
Get what you fucking deserve!
Nice.
But my god, all the confidence and charisma he built up by the end of the first one is now crumbling down like a pack of cards. Before going any further, this is a spoiler warning. I will be talking about some key instances which will have some spoilers. So watch the movie first and come back for the entertaining recap of Joker, Folie, Douche. That's how you pronounce it?
Nope.
Arthur is now in jail and is waiting for his trial. His lawyer claims that he has a split personality disorder which led to those murders. Here he meets Harley Quinn. You know how in the animated TV show and the comic, even the Suicide Squad, she was so charmed and manipulated by him that she went insane and fell in love with the Joker. Yeah. That's not the case here. She's already pretty insane and she's the one who lies and manipulates the Joker. Sorry, I mean Arthur. You must be thinking Joker, Folie, or Douche sound like a movie that focuses more on Joker, but you couldn't be more wrong. It's all about Arthur and how he manages to get out of the shadow of Joker, undoing the ending of the first one where he fully embraces it. That's what I not like about it. It simply paces over the ideas of the first one. And one more thing that I don't like is the musicals. And there are so many of them. When Arthur is watching a show, there is a musical. When Arthur is in his cell, there is a musical. And when Arthur is in the court, there is another goddamn musical.
Make it stop!
I get it. If your first movie is a musical, of course it makes sense to have a sequel to be a musical and not a drama to see an idea of a society corrupting a mentally ill individual. That would be foolish. But there are some things that I really found interesting in this movie, like the trial of Joker versus Gotham. It was awesome to see Arthur firing his attorney in the middle of the trial and making jokes, and we get to see Harvey Dent fighting Joker. I was like, more of this please, but that would make this movie interesting, and clearly we are not going for that. So they ruined the movie by inserting another musical.
No!
I would say the performance of Joaquin Phoenix was amazing. He clearly gave his all despite the movie being shitty, and Lady Gaga was adequate, and the cinematography and lighting were top notch. The set pieces looked incredible, and it was a very well shot movie. But it didn't help the fact that it was boring to me, because nothing leads to anything. There was a scene about prison guards and, how should I say, being unspeakably evil. They assaulted Arthur both physically and it was implied sexually too. But there was no comeuppance for the guards. I mean, what the fuck? Why do you set up something so strong and never give a payoff to that? It would be interesting to see Arthur finally go fully Joker and wreak havoc on those guards. Instead, he just confessed to his crimes and said there was no Joker, only Arthur who murdered those people. And after hearing Arthur's confession, Harley just gave up, like us in the audience, and hated out of the court. They just straight out tell what was real and what was not in the first one, and left no room for the ambiguity, which was the mystery that made the Joker one great. And out of nowhere, a bomb exploded in the court. There was no setup for it, nothing. It was just some random bomb placed by some donkey. I thought something good was gonna happen, like the chaos and anarchy in the first movie.
You serious?
But no, he just escaped the courthouse and ran to find Harley sitting on those iconic stairs just to say that she's in love with Joker, not Arthur. And she broke into another goddamn musical. And Arthur said, I don't want to sing anymore. And the audience went wild. He was then caught and sent back to the prison. He just ended from where he started in the movie. This was just a big dumb circle. Oh my god. It was like spending 2 hours of side quests for a 5-minute cutscene, which was not even worth it. In the end, Arthur died like a bitch. He was stabbed a bunch of times by a guy who was shown multiple times in the movie. And Arthur was just lying in the pool of his blood. And the camera zooms in on Arthur, and in the background we can see the man who stabbed him seems to be carving his face like someone we knew. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This scene was implying that this boy goes on and became Heath Ledger's Joker. Not only did the timeline not match for him to be that Joker, but it also undermines Joaquin Joker, who is now some random clown that becomes the catalyst for the Joker we love. I think this movie was a waste of time for the fans who loved the first one, and gave a middle finger to those who even thought that this movie was a respectable sequel. And if you guys really want something which respects its source material and audience, check out this animated movie, The Wild Robot, on your screen. This is gonna make you feel a lot better better after the atrocities you have endured watching Joker Folie, douche. And I'm gonna see you there.